Well, here we are on this Saturday. We knew we were going to be warmer, we knew we were going to be windier, and we also knew heading into the weekend, if you paid any attention, red flag warnings for Delta and Montrose County, but that also exists further into the Paradox Valley and all the way down into the Four Corners region. There's also a wind advisory down there, so you're expecting winds in the Four Corners around the 35 to 45 gust zone. Of course, they will go higher. And with the red flag warnings for the Tri-County area, even Mesa County, not currently involved in a red flag warning, we're still going to get wind speeds greater than 35 miles per hour. That's exactly what we achieved Saturday afternoon. We did that also on Friday. Under these red flag conditions, however, and this is going to go through Sunday, under these conditions, please, we have very dry conditions in place. We have warm temperatures. Humidity levels are single digits at best, but certainly below the 25% category. And any open flame, whether it's a cigarette butt, whether it's you're burning something that you shouldn't be, or you're out cooking and enjoying things, but even something as simple as a hot engine from your recreational vehicle parked on the side of the road over dry grass, that could combust and quickly initiate a bit of a flame, a bit of a fire, and then the wind pushes it and it can get wildly out of control. But also machinery that could spark, tools that could spark. One of the common things I've experienced across Colorado are the trailer chains. If you don't twist them up, they'll drag on the roadways and they'll kick off some sparks, and that's where we get a lot of these fires on our interstates and side of the roads, on the side of roads, and in the medians. So please, think about it. Don't be the human element. We won't have very many storms, if any, through the next 7 days. But this time next week, we should be looking at a storm system in development and passing through the region, and with a cold front. So all these great temperatures you're experiencing since last week, since Friday, and through the beginning of next week, middle of next week, above average temperatures, if we can get that cold front storm system to move through, and I'll show you that in just a moment, then we'll have an opportunity. But Saturday afternoon, we're not setting records, but we are going warmer than the average. And basically, with these dry conditions and these warm temperatures, everyone needs to be more conscious of these heightened fire risks. Now, this is at a dangerous level. You could argue our drought categories are only severe and moderate. Those are on the low end. And it's going to likely get exacerbated as we continue moving forward storm-free. We have rain deficits that are about 1.5 inches for many locations. So again, not an ideal situation. And with Saturday's wind and with Sunday's wind, that's going to continue to create that situation. So please be very careful. You know, tomorrow, just like Saturday, just like Friday, we get these near-miss storms. And this is part of an overall larger pattern where we have a trough of low energy developing and kind of remaining stationary on the West Coast. And within that trough, you get energy getting kicked out, and it rides into the jet stream. It avoids Colorado altogether. Southwest flow ahead of these storms draws up the warm, draws up the dry, gets the wind going. The differences between the temperatures and these pressure systems is what's squeezing the wind, and that's what we're feeling. So it's been windy since Friday. We're going to continue to be windy through the middle of next week because of these storm systems that just happen to pass right by. Now, some of them will clip the northern border of Colorado. It's like we've had 3, 4, maybe even 5 in a row, all within the middle of next week from this past Friday. Some of them are clipping the northern border of Colorado, Wyoming. Some of them are producing some light snow, even some light rain at those mountain elevations, but there's not much to it, and there's not much we can do. It's above average temperatures. That'll continue for certain. You can take a look at these numbers. Remember, we're supposed to be near 70 degrees this time of the year. And by late next week, if we can get that cold core storm system to develop, swing through the Four Corners region, then we can lower our temperatures. Then we can get them back to more of the averages, which we'll have to wait and see late next week. But with these systems passing through repeatedly, we're going to continue with partly cloudy skies. We're going to continue with the wind, warmer than average temperatures. Late next week, that's where we're hoping for some changes.